I'm Katelyn Stamas here from MUTV Entertainment with Jukebox the Ghost. Welcome, you guys.
Hey, thanks.
So first question here is, you guys have been touring for a long time now. How does it feel this time around?
This tour, we're about a month in, so I don't know, that's like 30 shows probably at this point. We are so used to it. It's what we do, and it's what we've known for so long that it's almost normal for us.
So what do you think, with the evolution of the band, how do you think your sound has changed since you first started?
I mean, when we first started, we were in college. We were, we recorded the first album on, sleeping on the floor of Tommy's sister's friends, and we did the whole thing in 9 days and didn't really know what we were doing, and every record has changed. I think so much of what changes is just as you grow older and have more life experiences between albums, your sort of aesthetic choices change, and arrangement choices change, and songwriting changes, and a lot of it's just sort of the natural progression of becoming an older person, I think.
Well, how do you guys keep the rhythm going between you?
I think it actually genuinely helps that all three of us like each other.
I bet so.
Speak for yourself.
Because we've known bands that formed on Craigslist or whatever, and so they didn't have like any kind of foundation of friendship or really any kind of like respect that went beyond just, oh, you also play music and you're in my band.
Yeah.
And we've seen those bands kind of come and go, and I think it helps that we have kind of a relationship foundation that we're coming from, so that the music is I don't know, we can take a step back from it and I don't know, get some perspective.
Can you tell me a little bit about kind of when you started playing your instruments and kind of how that developed too?
Yeah, I studied classical piano growing up. So when I was 6, just started doing lessons and kept on studying in one form or another all the way through college. I started writing music when I was, early teens, and then I was a really late bloomer, so I didn't sing in front of anyone until pretty late. But and the first band I started was essentially this band in college, and we're still going. That's my history.
He's got like the classical wizard kind of thing. I started probably more like traditional rock dudes, which is like you go through puberty and you're like, I love rock music. I want to impress girls. My voice isn't developed yet. So that was my, I just started playing guitar when I was like 13 because I was listening to alternative rock radio and I wanted to play guitar. So I had a band in high school, and then in college I put up a flyer in the music department trying to start another band, and thankfully met these guys and just joined what they were already doing.
So can you tell me a little bit about your songwriting process, especially on the last album that you've done, just kind of how that process goes?
Yeah, Tommy and I both write, and we tend to write individually and then bring it to the band, and as a band we arrange it and reconstruct it and deconstruct it, and especially for this last record we came in with 40, 50 songs to choose from and spent months demoing and arranging and considering, and through multiple revisions and multiple versions of the songs we ended up with the batch that's on the record. And a lot of that comes down to preference and then choosing what sort of record we want to make aesthetically. We write far more songs than could ever make it on any record to be put out in time.
Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit about where you see the band going as you progress?
Chicago tomorrow.
Yeah. Chicago tomorrow.
That's my best yet. No, I think we're gonna just keep making music and keep writing music, and I think at any given point we're trying to figure out what the next step is and how to become a better band and how to get our music in front of more people and do more things. And we've started the process of working on the next record or playing a new song on this tour. And that's it. It's being a sort of musician and being in a band with a project like this, it's cyclical. So you make the record, you put out the record, you tour, you evaluate, you do it again. And so we're in like the do it again stage right now. So it's hard to say what happens next, but I can guarantee that we are going to make a new record and put it out and see what happens.
Very awesome. Very awesome. Well, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
It. This has been Katelyn Stamas from MUTV Entertainment.